So this is Logan's Crossroads, and I always save before the battle. This is a lot of fun. So just to review, I have two units with 1855s, and then the rest of the army has worse weapons. So yeah, this is sped up a little bit. The enemy, I didn't affect scaling, but I didn't want to drive my numbers up any higher. And I think the enemy should have more troops coming in as reinforcements. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. So there's no way I would stand and defend this. And the way I think about this is if you're the ultimate general of the Civil War, you would have plenty of recon in all directions out there telling you that the enemy was coming at you with a large force. And you would not stand and try to hold this. So, yeah, I'm going to get out and go meet my reinforcements. Um, the enemy will pounce on you if you try to hold it, even on Brigadier General. Pretty pointless to try to hold that objective. I'm going to bring my army in and then counter punch the enemy. On Major General, I try to lure the enemy into the water, which you can do, but on Brigadier General, I'm just going to begin to maneuver and launch the battle. I'm not going to try to soften the enemy up. I think on Major General, I probably spent a couple hours in game just inflicting casualties on the enemy. But the AI is a lot more aggressive on Major General, so I had a high probability of being able to get the AI to attack me, which is what I wanted. I wanted him to attack and get into the water and tear him up with canister and so on. But I'm not even going to fiddle with it on Brigadier General. We're just going to start maneuvering. So this is pretty standard. I don't want to cross water and charge uphill. That's suicidal. So I'm going to maneuver to where the enemy isn't. And I have a nice patch of woods that's going to allow me to maneuver without being detected, which is always nice. And yeah, I'm going to cross the water and throw out security. And then I'm going to secure the woods to make sure there's nothing on my flank and push the infantry into the woods that kind of to my left. And then from that position, the enemy will be in the open and we'll be able to start attacking the enemy, hopefully on the flank and in the open. And if we can drive him down that hill into the water, then we'll have the high ground, and that will be absolutely terrific. So we've spotted an enemy cav unit. So I'm going to dismount my cav. We're in the woods. When you're in back to normal speed, I've dismounted my cav, and I have my snipers there, 2 units against 1, and he's also outnumbered. He must be melee cav, because he's going right to the attack. Good for him. That's the right play. But yeah, cav doesn't kill, doesn't do a very good job of killing in the woods. Melee cav doesn't do a good job in the woods. So I don't think I'm going to take a lot of losses here. But hopefully we'll morale shock this guy. So I'm going to mount the cav up and take some more shots. These 2 units should be able to handle this 1 cav unit pretty handily. Again, Union forces, you want to always gang up on the Confederates. Yeah, he should just have crappy sawed-off shotguns. So okay, I need to pause and get my infantry into position. I want 2 infantry to my right flank, my 1855s right there, which will be the center, and then the 1842s will be on the left. Yeah, that's exactly it. The artillery get it in place, get the officer in place, the supply wagons. I have the artillery turned off until I get everybody in place. I should really detach skirmishers so I have greater visibility, but I kind of know where everybody is. I've probably fought this battle 50 times. Oh, that's nice. Supply wagon. The enemy uses the supply wagon as bait. And generally, if you attack the supply wagon, most of the time you're going to find yourself charging right into artillery and infantry. So, but yeah, I've been caught chasing supply wagons. Yeah, the AI seems to use supply wagons as bait. The same way I use detached skirmishers as bait. I would really like to kill his cav. I'm checking everyone's condition, and the army has enough condition. We can go ahead and start this attack. As I'm looking at it, I wouldn't mind. Well, I could just wait. But yeah, everything's kind of in place. So what I'd like to do before I start, I'm going to go ahead and launch the artillery. But I'm sending out detached skirmishers on my right flank first, and his cav is dead. That's a big deal. So yeah, I think I'm a little bit too far ahead on the right attack. Everyone should have advanced evenly. My snipers should be up where my detached skirmishers are. So if I'd waited just another minute in game, that probably would have been better. But anyway, I'm sending out the detached skirmishers, and they see artillery, and that allows my 20-pound parrots to get started on killing artillery, which is exactly what I want. And detached skirmishers. Ooh, and he has, look at that, he has a skirmisher unit. That's interesting. But I have infantry right behind my detached skirmishers, so we're going to make short work of him. And I'm going to send my cav to go ahead and capture. That's a full supply wagon, or it should be. That's really interesting. So yeah, his artillery is unsupported, so I have 3 infantry. Their job is to attack that detached skirmisher, or that skirmisher unit, and the 2 artillery and knock them out. My artillery is... The 20-pound parrot has targeted his artillery. And as soon as I capture that supply wagon, my cav will then be... Yeah, so we captured the supply wagon. Now I've got a sniper and a cav, and their job is to get to the north edge of the map, and just... They can do great work. But again, my sniper is just short of where he needs to be. He needs to be further north. So I think I attacked just like a minute in game, or 2 minutes too soon. Yeah, I'd like for that sniper unit to be where the cav unit is, or as far north as the cav unit. So okay, his artillery is completely exposed, and we should be able to morale shock him and drive him back, and while he's morale shocked, he won't be able to do any firing. So yeah, 2 morale shocked artillery units to the north. That's terrific. Now my good units can jump into the battle and hit this guy in the flank. So we've already routed 1 infantry unit, and my 2 good units with 1855s are gonna... This guy's gonna rout pretty quickly. Yep. So his whole line is routing. But we don't need to push the attack. What we need to do is actually stop. Now I'm screwing up. I'm not moving my sniper. That is a big mistake. My sniper needed to be moving. But I'm having such a good time with this attack that I kind of forgot. So, yeah, that's a mistake. Oh, and one of his artillery units is going to be... Is that his artillery? Yeah, he's going to die. Yeah, if my sniper was there, he'd be dead. So I need to not advance so much. I need to get my artillery up before I advance anymore. I want him to attack like this, like he's doing right now. So I have 3 infantry unit and my 24-pound howitzers hitting him. If he'd been a little bit further into the attack, I would have gotten a flank shot. So, yeah. Continue to morale shock his artillery. That skirmisher unit's going to die. Finally get my sniper moving. So yeah, I'm going to have everybody wait and get the artillery moved up. I have 1 infantry. Everybody needs also to rest a little bit and recover some condition. That's what you have to do with the North. Advance, rest, move up the artillery, recover some condition, then attack again. This is not the Confederate Army. So yeah, I see my cav unit and my sniper is going to give me visibility of, hopefully, his artillery. And my 20-pound Parrot will just continue to chip away at his artillery, and it's pretty small already, so it should be gone pretty quickly. The 24-pound howitzer is now in good support. That's great. Yeah, this is terrific. My sniper unit, I don't think has lost my sniper unit hasn't lost anybody yet. So just keep racking up free kills. That's very, very cool. Wow, he's got an infantry unit in the water. So we can really do some work on that guy. I'm going to shift the 20-pound Parrot. I see a couple units attacking my left weak flank. So I'm going to shift the 20-pound Parrot just to counter that, to make sure that he doesn't want to get into melee. Yeah, that's all it took. So he doesn't seem to have any enthusiasm for the attack. So we go back to taking out his artillery at range. Yeah, I need to get my cav out of there. I don't want him to get into the water, so yeah. That longer range shot, that's a sniper shot, not a cav shot. So yeah, this is actually an important part of fighting with the north. I have these guys in a very nice position. I'm going to get ready to attack the objective, but I'm resting everyone, getting the artillery into place, getting my snipers and detached skirmishers in cav. We're largely hidden, but we have that gives us great visibility. And yeah, see what the 24-pound howitzer is doing to anybody who is in range. I mean, it's just overwhelming. Make sure we're taking shots on the artillery. I think that his artillery is now gone. So now my 20-pound parrot has pretty good mid-range with exploding shell. That 20-pound parrot can now start getting kills. And that just racks up XP. I should have detached skirmishers also along my infantry line to give me greater visibility, particularly for his skirmishers. But I'm not doing that for some reason. I should have at least one detached skirmisher there. Okay, he has someone charging. Let's go ahead and morale shock him with some artillery. Yep, 24-pound howitzer. Oh, I thought I took out his artillery, so okay, now I see him. He's not going to last very long. Yeah, actually, when you're resupplying units, it lowers their condition because it takes effort for them, I guess, to resupply. So yeah, I need to pay more attention to turning off my supply wagons when my units have plenty of supply and low condition. I need to turn my supply wagons off so they can recover some condition. So now the enemy is way less aggressive, so I can move all of my artillery up to get more canister fire and get more kills. I'm pretty safe. So I let my artillery sit back a little bit while in the early part of a battle when the enemy is very, very aggressive. And then when, I mean, you can just tell, like, the fire is out of the enemy. The AI is way less aggressive and moves a lot slower, and you've really hurt his units. Then I push my artillery right up to the front line and get as many canister shots as possible. Wow, that was a 20-pound parrot that broke that guy. So yeah, exploding 20-pound parrot, exploding shells do really good damage. So yeah, you can see the numbers just piling up. So I want, yeah, it's just more XP for my 20-pound parrot. I always want my 24-pound howitzers to get 1,000 kills. So that unit should be my first unit to get to 3 stars, because it should consistently get just lots of kills. So it was 2 artillery and then it was only a 42 firing into his flank, but that was enough. Yeah, we can do this all day. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move the cav all the way around the line. Maybe resupply it. It's probably, I expect it to be out of ammo. My sniper also, go ahead and move him to another location. He always needs to resupply. So, yeah, hopefully the enemy will keep sending up 1 unit at a time. So I'm hitting him with 4 infantry and 2 artillery. So yeah, we can do this for a couple hours. And just make his units more and more fragile. I'm going to get my cav on the other side, and then I want to think about where my sniper needs to go. The detached skirmisher is giving me visibility. So it says that we're even. You can see the red bar is equal to the blue bar, but these forces aren't even. This is overwhelming, crushing advantage to my army. Now it's just how many kills am I going to get and what's the kill ratio going to be. It's not even when the numbers are 1-to-1 on the battlefield, I just look at that as a mop-up phase. And pretty much I'm just farming XP for my artillery and for my low-level infantry. I'm pretty surprised my sniper's going to get free shots and he's still, he's undetected there. That's pretty cool. Keep my sniper in ammo. That'll be great. Let him just rack up kills. Okay, my infantry's recovered. I'm forming another semicircle kill zone for the enemy. And hopefully my taking the flag will encourage him to try to attack and take it back. My artillery is in very good position to rack up kills. My sniper is in position to hit him in the flank. My infantry should be in a position to hit him in the flank. Would really like to kill that skirmisher unit. He's down to almost nothing. Yep, there he goes, attacking. And he's got no chance. He's actually moving uphill. Yep, step up. I want to make sure that 1, 2, 3, 4, all 5 units, all 5 infantry units are getting a shot on whoever's in the lead. And both artillery, so 5 infantry, 2 artillery on whoever is in the lead, which is just going to be crushing. And then the sniper getting as many shots as I can possibly get on the flank as the units move backwards. I would really like to kill that skirmisher unit. That sniper might actually shatter that one unit if he just keeps... Notice how slow he's moving uphill. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I want to take out those two skirmisher units. Skirmishers have the same effect on me they have on the AI. The AI hates them and attacks them wherever he sees them. I see skirmishers, I just want to wipe them out. On Brigadier General, they're not too bad because they have pretty crappy weapons. Usually they have hunters, but on Major General, they have really good weapons. And they can be a real nuisance. Okay, now the infantry has advanced a little bit, and I'd like to get the 24-pound howitzer up in close support, get more canister shots. So this is what I do, systematically just... I'm not editing this, this is just how I play. Move the infantry forward a little bit, move the artillery up, let the artillery blast away. Enemy units rout, their morale shocked. I think all my units are good for morale. Should be. We're getting almost 10-to-1 kills, so... That should be nice. Guy in the water, 0 cover. Yeah, he routes right away, then shatters, because he's in the water. That was some lovely canister. Yeah, I really should turn my supply wagons off at this point. Yeah, all those units have really high condition. So we're coming into the end of the battle. My units all have high condition. His units are all probably morale shocked. And I want to kill that skirmisher. And he's gone. Wow, all my infantry just unloaded on that guy. Outstanding. Now stop, move the artillery up. There's another guy in the water who wants to die, so that'll work out great. My cav can start to pester him. Yeah, he always does the dying cockroach down in this corner, but his units are really tiny right now. So this guy has been giving me visibility from across the river, but he can come up and take some flank shots. My artillery moved up and is going to get canister. Both units are going to get canister, so this is going to be over very fast. I'd like to catch both these units in the water, so we probably need to run up and get as close to them as possible and deliver the final killing blows. I think he started at 800 when I started advancing on him. So if I can catch him in the water, we'll really hurt him. Oh, this guy looks like he wants to charge into the water. Great. So, yep, he's gone. So yeah, the unit started at 800. He's closing in on 400, I think. A couple more shots, he should be at 400. So he took half his strength away. Or we're working on getting him down to half strength from where we started. The unit to his right is in the water, so my sniper is gonna... Yeah. And some exploding shells, and yeah. And the morale shocked again. So yeah, let's move up the artillery and the snipers and get free kills. Let's get across the water. Get the commander up, as though we need to buff morale. Which I don't think we do. Everyone seems to have good morale. Good condition. Don't want them to run. I'm looking at this. The 1855s have the better range. So this is really a time where I think I should get the 1855s into position, because they have a longer effective range. But I really want to, yeah, I want a shot on that skirmisher unit, put him out of my misery, and then get the artillery moved up. Yeah, I don't want him to make it across that river. That would be irritating. Because I went to all that trouble to move my troops across the river, and now he's going to try to cross. So, yeah, we don't want that to happen. But even if he does, those 300 men, my sniper and my cav would chew him up. So what I need to do is I need to make sure nobody else goes across. So... Actually, that's a really good opportunity for my cav to get some melee experience, because your rifled cav can melee. So go ahead and charge with supporting fire. That should work out perfectly well. And if you capture units, which is why I'm charging with the 1842s, if you capture units, then that total number of men, even if it's greater than 1,000 total captured, will be subtracted from the enemy's force pool. So if that unit had shattered, they would have gone back into the force pool. But as it is, they got totally destroyed and captured, so they're subtracted from the force pull, even if it takes you over 1,000 men, which is the max. So there we are, over 9-1, and yeah, I love it when it all comes together like that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in camp.